Hey guys, welcome back to another quick little math mini lesson here. I'm multiplying whole numbers and fractions. This is lesson 8-3. Good news is more or less it is pretty much the same as what we've been doing. So you shouldn't have any issues here. All right. Let's take a look at the first one. Again, this time we're not having any really to worry about any models, but I know that the first few problems on the digital worksheets have given you guys some trouble. So I'm just showing you what they're looking for. They want you to think out this first step. We know that it's 3 times 14, which is numerator times numerator. So they just want you to write that out. There's probably going to be 2 boxes there. And then 4 times 1 is 4. Well, if you think it out and you say, okay, well, I know that 14 times 3 is going to give me 42. Well, then I have 42 over 4. Hopefully you know that 4 goes into 42 10 times with 2 left over. That's 2/4, or 10 and a half. Okay, so there isn't as much modeling going on here. It's just straight up multiply and then divide. So it's pretty simple. There's some larger numbers here, but this is pretty much the whole chapter. So if you got it down, which it looks like most of you have, you guys are doing really well, and I appreciate you guys so much. You're really making me proud going on, and I know that we're doing much more than I thought we would. So I'm really happy that you guys are really doing your job at home. Let's try the next one. It's 600 times 2/3, and again, they want you to think it out. So it's 600 times 2 on top, and 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, I know that 6 times 2 is 12, and the 2 zeros gives me 1,200 over 3. So I know 12 divided by 3 is 4, and that's 2 zeros. So my answer is an easy 400. So 2/3 of 600 is 400. That makes sense because that means each third is 200. If you drew a picture, I know I said no pictures, but look, 200, 200, and 200. 2/3 of it is 400. Makes sense. Okay, let's look at another. Now, some of you asked for shout outs. I know people have been emailing me or private messaging me. You want some shout outs. Saw a nice picture of Tim from his mom working hard. So shout out to you, Timmy. So you're working hard, man, sitting the same way you do in class. It was nice to see. Antoine wants a shout out. Antoine's working his butt off. We appreciate that, Antoine. Okay, so let's do 4 times 500, or 4/5 times 500. We're going to do 4 times 5. Well, let's do 4 times 5 first to get 20, and then add 2 zeros. So that's going to give me 2,000 over 5. Now remember, I'm doing 20 divided by 5 to get 4, so this 0 is out, and then I have the 2 left over, so there's another 400. So again, real easy, like we've been doing. Nothing new, nothing crazy. This is actually, if there ever was a time for us to be out and learn math, this was probably the one, because the steps are very simple. Let's try 5 times 2/3. I have to shout out the girls too. You know, a few of them have been asking. I'll shout out Andrea. She's always asking great questions. Maddie's been like the first one up every day. She's on like the doctor's schedule. She's the first one to complete everything. So Maddie, early bird always gets the worm, kid. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 3 is 3. Now this, again, doesn't go in evenly, but I know that I can get 3 groups of 3 out of 10, because 3 times 3 is 9, which means 1 is left over. That's 3 1/3. And I hope if anyone's having any questions about how to get here from 10/3 to 3 1/3, please let us know so we can help you, because that is tricky. I'm going to show you with this last one. If you're having trouble visualizing it and doing it mentally, I'm going to show you how to do it the long way. That'll be the last problem. So for the last problem for today, for 8-3, let's do, I'm going to do it hopefully small, 28 times 7/12. Okay, so this is first thing we're doing now. I don't know 28 times 7, so I'm going to do it off to the side. 56. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 5 is 19. So that's 196 on top and 12 on the bottom. Now, I also don't know what 196 divided by 12 is. So I'm going to take 196. I'm going to divide it by 12. Goes into it one time. 7 left over. Bring down to 6. 12 goes into 76. Well, 12 times 6 gives me 72. If I said do 76 minus 72, you get 4 left over, so I'm going to get 4/12. This is the old denominator. So 16 and 4/12. Right? Good job, guys.